Right guys, so some of you may or may not be aware, but Cyeelife darts has sent me a few products out. I put it up on TikTok, but they sent me a couple of sets of darts. They sent me out moulded flights, new dart hockey mat, and a light as well. So this video alone, I'll leave the darts for a separate review. So this one we're going to look at the moulded flights, we're going to look at the hockey mat, and we're going to have a look at the light that they sent me as well. So I think just on that, let's go and just have a look at the moulded flights first, then the hockey mat, then the light. So let's do it now. Right, here we have it. This is the moulded flights that we're going to look at. So this is the packaging it comes in. It tells you 100% quality assurance, and it's free replacement for quality issues and warning, blah blah blah, if you want to just pause and read. So what you get is 4 sets of moulded flights. I'll just put that out of the way. So you've got the green and blue, and you've got the black and red. We'll have a look at one of each. The colours, so let me just open this up. Put one there, and open this one up. 1 and 1. Move everything out of the way. Right, we'll have a look at the blue one first. So that's that. You see it's got little slits, so it helps with the deflection instead of just piercing in there. It's 2BA screw-ins as well. It has got a slight extra ridge up the top there to help reduce the split, but it's very short. It only goes not even a full inch. It's just to the tip there. Let's keep that in focus. So it's not got a lot of extra ridge to help reduce the splits. Has got a slightly bigger one at the bottom there, so that will help when it's hitting off your other flights. But yeah, I like the colour of that one. I like the blue. Put that there. Green, obviously it's just the same, but it looks nice. I like the colour. I'm assuming when these hit off the surround light, it will just really stand out as well. So these will do your steel tip as well. These are soft tip, so you soft tip players, I know sometimes having a softer moulded flight's a lot better. Got a nice red there. Looks nice. Again, they've all got that ridge there to help reduce the split, but there's a very small ridge up the top. You can just barely see it there. Wish it came down further just to help, but at least they've done it. Some brands don't even do that, put the extra mould to help reduce the splits. That looks nice. And you've got your standard black. Probably would have been cool to see if it had Cyeelife written on it, you know, just had a little logo on it, just so people know who this belongs to, in case they're inquiring. But that's that there. So these cost $14.99, and again you can get them off your Amazon. So that's what, less than £4 a set. And so you get the 4 sets at $14.99. So that's quite good. I don't mind that. So that's your moulded flights. Okay, so what I've done now is I've put them with my custom set of darts. I'm not going to bother with the black because black's black. I just really want to see how these look standing when it hits the surround line, but it looks quite good. I'll have a little throw with them, see how we do. I don't even know where the hockey line is because I've not got my mat down anymore, so I'll just stand where I think it should be. First throw of the day as well. But I like the way they look. They're quite bright in colour. I mean, my darts are sitting perfect. These are a number 6 flight as well. They're not a number 2. Just for those who are inquiring whether it's a number 2 or 6. I think it's here. I'm just aiming at the first flight, so wherever the first one lands, I'm aiming at it just to see if I can do a wee tear in it. But no, they look fine so far. So wherever the first one's landing, that's where I'm aiming. I'm trying to hit the treble 20, but obviously 5 and 1 are my favourite. like that. So I'm just aiming for the flight. But I like the colour. See the blue and the green really stands out. But they feel thick enough, so they might be quite durable. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, thought I was going for a 180 there, eh? But you can actually see the ridge. Well, I can. Usually I probably can. You can actually see the ridge just sticking out. So there is ridge extra for durability on that as well, which is quite good. But I like the colours stand out. Definitely looks nice. I like the 3 colours, so it's something if you want a bright colour, maybe have a look at these. Again, $14.99 for a set of 4, which is less than £4, which is quite good. So I think what we'll do now is have a look at the Oki. Right, so the Oki mat, it comes in a Cyeelife made in China bag. Normally you don't tend to get Okis into bag, so you can reuse this bag for other things. Whatever you want to put into it. Tents, sleeping bags, whatever else. So it's a decent sturdy bag. I do like the little addition there with the bag. Anyway, got your plastic wrap to keep it nice and fresh and clean. Let me just take this out of that. And the sellotape, of course. Well, it's not sellotape, just plastic. So that's that there. Print on it looks pretty decent. Now it's a nylon top with a rubber base. So I'm hoping it's going to be quite durable. It's got nice thick stitching on it. Just like you see the thickness of the stitching on it as well. And you've got your rubber for your non-slip on your tiles, which is good. Cyeelife at the front. And obviously you've got your where you should stand in inches and centimetres. Okay. So I think what we'll do is run this out and let you see it once it's rolled out. Okay, so that's me rolled it out. Just let you see that. Looks clean, looks good. Nice fresh mat. You can see the Cyeelife there up the top. Looks nice. Double the darts. It's got written as well on the other side. But yep, looks nice. Non-sticky as well, so it's not going to slip about the place. But I think that looks quite good. Very nice indeed. So that's the mat there. It's quite thick as well. So it is, you know, sticking and it won't move about the place. But yeah. So the price of this is $36.99. It is a little bit dearer than some of the other Oki mats out there. But I think it's because it is slightly thicker and you're getting a bag with it as well for, I don't know, carrying your darts in, probably. But yep, nice. I like that. Looks nice on the ground. So you got your steel tip and soft tip. Don't mind the slippers, guys. Steel tip, soft tip. So steel tip players will go in the white, soft tip players will go in the red. That's how this works. But yep, I like that. Right, let's have a look at the surround light. Right, we're looking at the dartboard light. Assume that's the code and the Cyeelife. Again, they kept the same packaging like they did with the box for the moulded flights. Look, camouflaged in. That's that there. So on the back, I've not really had a look at it. So it's dartboard lighting, model number ZD08D. Cyeelife Sports. That's there. It's a 270 degree light. So it's not a full circle surround light. And you've got a dartboard illuminated bar with USB cable adapter, and just warning information there as well. So let's get this opened up. Right, had to get a knife to cut the sellotape off this. That's that there. So this is what it comes with. You've got your little manual instruction there how to build it up. Just in case you want to see that. It's very interesting indeed. Oh, let me get that all out. So part 1, part 2, I don't care, let's just get this done, I think. Right, let's get it built. Oh, take that out. You just sticking them in there, like so. Do the other side. Right, so these here, I was just looking at it, special extension parts, so I could extend this out further by using these. So I might do that actually. Might actually help the dartboard light, because considering it's not fully a full circle. So let me just stick these in like so. Just stick them in like so. Ugh. Don't know why I'm making ugh. And you just stick them in and put these where they should have went, like so. So it extends the light further out the board, which is cool. So you've got more extension out. Right, so what you're supposed to do, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to, is you're meant to screw it now, this part, on the back of the board, because I'm thinking when you rotate your board, you're going to rotate the light, so I'm just not going to screw it in, I'm just going to stick it up, and we'll see if that works. If not, then I'm going to have to screw it up. Right, firstly what I'm going to do is just show you the dartboard now with using the Omni light, so you can compare it when I clip onto the Cyeelife surround light, and you'll be able to tell the difference. Let me just get that squared up a little bit better so you can see. So that is with the Omni surround, and that's how the light is. It's almost the same as the Cyeelife because it's not a full ring. It's a 270 as well, so that's the lighting with the Omni. Let's see if the Cyeelife can do the same lighting. And there you have it. I'm going to say that's brighter than the the Omni. I just blinded myself when I switched that light on there. That is an issue, believe it or not. I don't know how that was going to get... Right, so I now screwed it in the back of the board, because if you're rotating the board, you're going to rotate the light, which would have been an issue, which is causing issues. So I didn't screw it in. But when it came to the surround, actual rubber ring, I actually had to try and put this as well as the light on at the same time, because you can't... I don't know how people are meant to put, if the board and the light are screwed on together and you've got the rubber ring at the back, how are you meant to put the board up in the wall with the ring in the way? So that was a bit of a challenge. That's something that needs to be thought about. I think they should have just put magnets onto this. It would have been so much better. But the lighting's quite good. Obviously it's brighter here than it is down there. I'll throw some darts at it just so you can see it, but that was my biggest gripe, is if that's screwed in the dartboard, how are you going to get this on? So that was a bit of a challenge, because I had to, obviously, I had the board up and I took the light and the surround and put it on together at the same time, but I wouldn't have been able to do that if it was screwed into the board. Anyway, we'll have a few throws. Let's see what you think of the brightness. You can rewind the video back to compare it to the Omni. I'm just adjusting the height of that, just so you can see it a bit better. But I'll use the same darts as I did ages ago, which feels like a long time ago. So let's see how it looks. How does it look? How does it look? Looks brighter. The other thing, right? The other thing, oh, I never thought about it until now, because when I looked at that, I was going to change it, my board rotation. But what gets in the way is the screw brackets at the back of your board. Because if you've got that bit going behind your board where you screw into the board itself, if you've got your brackets to support it on the wall, instead of using wedges, the screws, nut things, whatever they're called again, get in the way. So that was the only place I could put it, because there's one there, and one there, I think. Oh, down here. But I had to put it in between, so that was the only safe place I could do it. So Cyeelife, if you're going to do this, use magnets. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'll throw a couple more just so you can see it. In fact, I'll go different areas of the board. Try down below, try up top, and try in the middle. So that's that. I don't really see it being that dull, actually, to be honest. But if you look at my hand, you can see it gets brighter. But you're not really seeing that much issues with the light. There's no shadowing either, is there? Very little. You can see, I can see in my finger. But if that's in there, I don't see shadowing. Don't really see shadowing up there as well. Just letting you guys see up the top. I think the light's pretty good. Again, the downside is having to screw on the back of the dartboard, which is the big flaw with this, unfortunately. But to me, the light it's nice, you know. It's not as rounded at the bottom as the Omni is. Let me move that back a bit so you can see. So the Omni comes down to about here, and you've got this gap here, but it's higher up. But you know, if you look at the Mission, I think this is just slightly brighter than the Mission. I could be wrong, I need to compare the two of them. There is 114 white LEDs on this board, so I need to compare that one with the Mission as well. I can see it's a little bit duller down the bottom half, but it's not distracting to look at. Oh, another throw. And it does, the moulded flights are quite colourful, which I like as well. But that seems fine. I like that. Looks alright. Anyway, let's do a little summary of it all. Right, so that's me did all three. So the moulded flights and that, $14.99 for a set of 4, so that's less than £4. Good idea if you want to use all in one. If you want to try a cheaper version, do look at these. All of this is on Amazon. We'll leave a link in the description box to each of the stuff that I've just reviewed. It seems sturdy enough, you know. It's quite a solid moulded system, and it's got that extra bit at the top and the bottom to help reduce the split, so it's got a better durability on it. So at $14.99, is it worth it? Yes, if you want to try moulded flights, and you're getting 4 sets, and they do come in the blue, the green, the red and the black. As for the OK, yep, I like it. Nice black, nice white and red on it. It's quite a durable one. It's no slippy at all, so it should stay in place. The only thing about these mats is they need cleaned all the time, just because you can see the dust and that on it because it's black. But yeah, it's a nice OK mat. It will do the job that it needs to be done. The price, $36.99. I think it's a little bit more dearer than some of the other ones out there that you can get. I don't know why it's a little bit higher, maybe because of the bag. Again, you're getting a little bag with it. You can roll it up, keep it safe in the bag if you're not using it. If you can't have the OK out every day, all day, you need to roll up and put it away. Then you've got a bag there to keep it safe, or just use the bag for whatever else. Carrying your darts going to the pub league. But that's at $36.99. So the 270 light, I do like the light. It's bright. It's 114 LED lights on this thing, right? And it's white and it really stands out. Obviously it's going to be bright up the top half. The bottom half, it is a little bit duller, but not as bad. You will see what segments you're hitting. You're not guessing it. You will see it. The downside is that having to screw it in the back of the board, that little plaque back, whatever you want to call it, that holds the screws is a pain in the arse. Just because the fact is, if you're rotating your board, you're going to have to rotate light or unscrew and re-screw it in, leaving holes in the back of your board. Putting up the surround is a challenge as well, because you have that back plate. Normally what you do is put your board up, put your surround on, then put your light on. Can't do that. Can't do that with this. You've got to try and put your surround and the light on at the same time, which is a pain in the arse. Unless you've got it screwed in the back of your board, then you're going to have to try and two-man it. Somebody will hold the surround up while you put the board up into place and get it through the hole of your surround. It's just, use magnets. If you're making a light, use magnets. It is so much easier, and it's easier for people to use. Use magnets, all right? Make a Cyeelife, great idea. What to do is take away the back bit, get it to hoo-ha, make adapters with magnets on it, and it will sell. The other downside, because of the screwing bits, is if you got the rotator locks and you use them, there's only so far you can go around without you clashing into it, then it doesn't work. This is fine if you're using wedges, because you can rotate your board and use wedges. If you've got the screw-in locks, then you're buggered where you can actually rotate it too. Another thing to think about, that's why I say use magnets, because then you're not putting any restrictions on. That there is $49.99. It is a decent light, it's cheap enough, $49.99, less than £55, or just £55. It is a decent light. If you're no bothered about rotating, then fine. Maybe someone else can think of a logical way to sort this. But anyway, it is what it is. I will leave a link to all of this on my description box. You can get all of these at the Amazon website. Again, so the Moulded flight's $14.99, the dart mat at $36.99, and the light is at $49.99. So there you have it. That's the 3 products from Cyeelife darts that sent me. I do like the stuff. I like the light. I have no issue with the light apart from the back bit. Sort that out. Make it magnets. We're all good. Anyway, I'd just like to thank Cyeelife Darts for sending this out to me at review, so thank you to Cyeelife Darts for doing so. And that's it from me, guys. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget, click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, turn notifications on for more reviews and live streams, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy darting, guys. Bye.